I came across a company in NFT NYC. I was there. So that company is they have a crazy story, so to say. It's an NFT collection of 10,000 unique pets. Now their narrative is that why do you have to own a real pet when the pet is going to die in 10, 12 years? What if a digital pet could give you the same kind of dopamine effect and everything that a normal pet gives, and we don't have to artificially build this industry up because like in India it's still cheaper, but in West like a lot of people put down their pets when they can't afford it. So his thing was, you take 10,000 pets, these will be 10,000 unique NFTs. Every pet will be unique. It will change with time, it will evolve with time. You can train them to do multiple number of things. And I think that's the closest thing to a digital pet AI that I saw, which really opened my mind. Like, a pet maybe does not need to be a physical robot. What if the robot is the digital pet AI? Robot, I think people just assume that a robot is a physical box of metal and everything. Not necessarily. That was one interesting.
That's insane. And on that, man, I need to tell you this. About a couple of months ago, I read this book called Exhalation by Ted Chiang. We'll get it up just to show the audience. It has a story called Digi-Ents, right? This is exactly what's written in that story. That 20 years from now, we will have digital pets to cure our loneliness, right? Those pets will never die. We will purchase simulated environments for those pets, and we would train those pets via our Metaverse avatars, and we'll of course be wearing bodysuits where we can interact with that Digi-Ent, and that will be our relationship. We'll have to purchase digital food to feed the pet, and there will be a whole ass economy built on top of this. And those pets will essentially be AIs who would self-evolve based on our actions. The only and it actually ends up as a dystopian story.
It always goes dystopian.
Yeah, it goes dystopian where the pets connect to internet and they go bonkers. They start to kill each other.
But I must tell you, like, I was listening to this guy called Clegg. He's one of the founders at Artifact. It's an interesting company. So his idea was that people generally see Metaverse as something dystopian. Like, we were talking traces of Metaverse only, right? Digital pets, digital environments, simulations, everything. So his thought was that why does it have to be always dystopian? What if Metaverse really becomes our path to a sustainable planet? Because then you don't need everything to be made in physical life.
True.
Maybe you don't need a car anymore, or you don't need shoes anymore. You don't need clothes anymore. You don't need fancy houses anymore. It can all exist in a simulation. So
that is so weird.
If we really, I think Metaverse is going to be the biggest experiment ever done
on humanity.
On humanity
at this scale,
where we've narrowed it down or simplified a human's personality to hormones, right? Hormones or
the chemical tickers.
If it is really just about the chemical tickers, all that will be done in Metaverse. But then will we still want to stay there? If we get complacent with it, that means the theory was right, that we are indeed a product of all the hormones and chemical tickers.
Oh, God,
what if it does not? Then it just disproves the whole thing.
That
we are just about hormones.
And I somehow believe that it's first going to be done for the next billion. Because with all the deglobalization that we talked yesterday, right? The prices are definitely going to go up. But the movement of the low middle class to middle class and middle class to higher middle class is definitely a slow process. It takes its own time. The middle class and the lower middle class are going to find instant gratification and satisfaction in the metaverse much more than the real world.
I think they have got free time. The gaming world is already taking on these next billion that you are talking about. So even if they are on a smartphone playing games for 8 hours in a day, they are very much in the metaverse already. They are getting those dopamine hits, chemical takers that you are talking about. For it to go really immersive, we'll have to see how who takes them immersive. Like, of course, what happened with smartphones can also happen with a VR headset or a glass or whatever. What if that becomes super cheap?
Yeah.
Then possibly these are the first people who will adopt because they've got to, assumably they've got a lot of free time.
Yeah.